Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Recently I came across Cryo.do. Cryo.do is a company that teaches you software development skills by a method called learn by doing, where you build projects and learn through the experience of building that project. Recently Cryo came up with Cryo's Winter of Doing, where we had to build a project to qualify for an externship in awesome companies like AWS, Jumbotail, Cred, and many more. The project demo that you are about to see is my entry for Cryo's Winter of Doing. So let's get into it. On my screen you can see my project. The project is called XMemeStream, which is an Instagram clone meant only for memes. The project is built using Angular for the front end, Node.js and Express for the back end, and MongoDB for the database. The website uses Bootstrap for styling and hence is completely responsive, as you can see over here. So the website would look like so on iPhone 6. If we go for iPad Pro, it would look something like this, and if we go for Galaxy S5, it would look something like this. On the website, you see memes on the front page. To add a new meme, click on the plus button, find a meme, copy the image link, paste it over here, enter your name, add a caption, and click post. And there you go, you have your meme. To edit your meme, click on the edit button and just change whatever you need to do. If you find funny, which is offensive, or maybe you don't like it, just click the delete button and it would be deleted. Let's talk about the backend now. If we open the networks tab in the developer tools and reload the website, we can see the requests are being made. The requests are being sent to Heroku app because the website is deployed on Heroku. Right now the website is pulling up the scripts for rendering the website. So now, as we can see, we have a memes request. This is a get request. This get request is to get the 100 most recent memes on the website. As we can see in the response, we have 4 outputs for the 4 memes. For each object we have a caption, which is over here, a unique ID, name of the creator, and the URL to the meme. Now if we add a new meme, like so, and post it, we can see a post request is made to the memes endpoint. This post request adds the meme to the database and sends back a unique ID. This unique ID is then used to get that particular meme. As you can see in the response, the caption, the unique ID, the name of the creator, and the URL to the meme. Now if we try to edit this meme, we can see a patch request sent to the memes endpoint with the ID of the meme. This in turn sends the meme itself with the new caption and the new URL if we have changed the URL, and the same unique ID and the name. If we delete a meme, a delete request is sent to the same endpoint, and the ID of the meme is sent, and in the response we get a log message which is the meme has been deleted successfully. Let's try adding a duplicate meme. So let's try and post this meme again. So let's copy the image link, go over here, type in the same name, the same caption, and post. We can see it's a 409 duplicate post found error. The project uses Docker to containerize the complete application and make development easier. So let's run the project using Docker Compose. It would take a few seconds to get up. So as you can see, the database is being connected. The backend is running on port 8081, and the Swagger is running on port 8080. So let's look at the Swagger API docs. So these are the Swagger API docs which are running on port 8080. The URL of the server is localhost 8081. The API docs are not being deployed online because this is for development purposes only. So when you run the Docker server on your development system, you could open up the Swagger UI and use the local database for testing the APIs. So this has the complete API documentation, which has the get request for the 100 most recent memes, the post request for the new meme, get request to get a meme by a particular ID, to patch a meme or basically edit a meme, and delete a meme. So here you go. This was a short demo of my project. You can find the link to this project in the description box, and I would update the repository link soon, and you could contribute to it. Also, if you have any doubts or any suggestions or any feedback, do post them in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.